Hey guys, check out the next level games for all your TCG needs. Link is down below in the description of the video. Thanks guys. What's up everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. So for this week and next week, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna play the World Championship Rematch Finals in the Masters Division. And the way we're gonna start all these videos is the first deck list we're going to cover is the first place deck, and then the second place we're going to cover the second place list, and then we're going to see a game where it's me and somebody else playing the two decks. So for today, we're starting with 2011, then tomorrow with 2012, Thursday 2013, Friday 2014, and then next Monday 15, 16, 17, 18. So we'll be able to record all these decks right before the new set drops, which I think is something really cool to do. The new format, the format's about to switch. The World Championship is about a month away, maybe a little bit more than a month, but I think this is perfect time to do that. And then, of course, when the new set comes out, we will cover that. But today, we're covering 2011, like I said, and it's going to be a Twinboar versus the Truth. So if you don't know anything about these lists, don't worry. I'll try my best to cover as much as we can and then go into the match. So here's your Pokemon. It evolves around Imbor, Magnezone, and Reshiram. And of course, there is a Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. We'll go into that as well. So the main guy you want to start with, and the things to note as well when playing these matches, is they're actually updated to the new rules or the new, I guess, changes, right? Or the erratas. So for this one, the big one is going to be you can't attack on the first turn. Back in 2011, you could. This one, you can't. But our main guy that we always want to start with is going to be Cleffa. It has 30 HP, so it's going to easily be knocked out, but it has Sweet Sleeping Face. As long as Cleffa is asleep, prevent all damage done to Cleffa by attacks. And it has Attack Eek. Shuffle your hand to deck, then draw 6 cards. It's going to help you set up. It's going to make it where your opponent really can't take knockouts. You're good to go. And it's a very interesting card, and I do like it a lot. Do I wish there something like this in the format now? Maybe. It has Free Treat, which is the best thing. I love the ability, the Pokebody, and everything like that. And now with Custom Catcher being the only kind of Pokemon to bring Pokemon to the active, it could be a very, very good card. So let's go over everything else. Our support Pokemon is going to be Imbor. It has a Inferno Fandango, which says as long as you like, during your turn, before you attack, you may attach a Fire Energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So you can just attach as many Fire Energies as you want. We also see 3 Magnezones with Magnetic Draw. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may draw cards. You have 6 cards in your hand. This power can't be used if Magnezone is affected by a special condition. Now, this is really, really broken because if you have multiple Magnezones, you can do multiple Magnetic Draws and draw to have 6 cards in your hand. And the attacks we're going to use here is going to be a Lost Burn. Lost Burn says put as many energy cards attached to your Pokemon as you like in the Lost Zone. This attack does 50 damage times the number of energies you put in the Lost Zone in this way. Just like now, the Lost Zone can't be attained back. Like once something is in a Lost Zone, it's gone forever. So if you want to knock out opposing Magnezone, well, you got to Lost Zone 3 energies, preferably 3 fire. That's why we play the Imbors for that. Very, very cool strategy together. Use an Imbor to power up your Magnezones. Put the energies in discard pile, you're good to go. But you always don't want to put your energies in the Lost Zone. You only play 13 energies, 14 with the rescues. And so, you really don't, I guess 15, sorry. I did the math wrong somewhere. 9, 13, plus 2, 15, sorry. You always don't want to put energies in the Lost Zone, and that's where Reshiram comes into play. Reshiram has the Outrage attack. It does 20, then it does 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And Blue Flare does 120 damage, so you can just kind of knock out some 120 damage. Very cool. And the big guy here is going to be Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. It has 140 HP. It is both a normal and psychic type. You need both of them together to play him, so they have to be both in your hand to put him down on the field. And we see the attack Ozone Buster. It is 150, and you discard all Fire Energy attached to Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. But there's a Pokebody. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out, damage from an attack of Rayquaza Deoxys Legend, take 1 more prize card. So if you do 150, take a knockout, then you take an additional prize card. So it's very, very good. It's probably one of the best legend cards we had. There's also Claws, though. When this Pokemon has been knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards. So this is like the first kind of like extra, I guess, price taker, right? I mean, no. Was Lugia EX? No, Lugia wasn't around just yet. Duh, there's no EXs, so that's why there's no price cards. So RDO was like one of the first, any of the Legends cards were like the first kind of inclusion of taking multiple prize cards. Now we're up to 3 prize cards. Who knows? Maybe 4 cards one day. But yeah. RDO can help you like take the game, take your last couple prize cards, maybe take your last 2 prize cards and win that way. So very interesting card. It does have 140, and it can be easily knocked down. Your opponent does take 2 prize cards, but it can help you take the last 2 prize cards and win the game. Remember, you do need both pieces of the puzzle before you can even put it down. So everything else, there's 2 retrieval. Of course, get energy out of your discard pile back into your hand. This is going to be really good with Reshiram. It's going to be good with Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. And there's a card in here that's pretty broken that we don't have in the game anymore, and that's going to be Junk Arm. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search discard pile for a trainer card, show it to your opponent, and put it in your hand. You can't choose Junk Arm with the effect of this card. So this is going to help you recycle your trainer cards. Very, very strong card. It's going to help you reuse your rare candies, Pokemon Communication, Switch, retrievals. Very, very good. The most thing you're going to back is your retrievals, of course, just to help you keep cycling stuff. Really good card. For communication, of course, we have a bunch of Pokemon, so we're able to put Pokemon back into your deck, find a Pokemon. For rare candy, we're playing a double stage 2 deck, so this is very important. To switch, you have some heavy retreat Pokemon. Now, there's really no effect. There is, I think Reversal and Circulator were in this format. Maybe not. Maybe that was in 2010. I can't, my years start, playing Pokemon for so long, I can't remember exactly what cards in what years. That's why I'm glad we do have ways to look up what decks won the finals. But if those cards didn't exist, then search, is definitely just a retreat. Your Magnet Zones, if you discard your energies. If you discard your energy off Reshiram, you can go that way. I guess you only discarded, if you discard 2, then you can't find another one you can switch. It's still a very good card. Fisherman, to put 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. 4 Pokemon Collectors. Search deck for 3 basic Pokemon, show them to your opponent, and put them in your hand. Can you imagine if we had this now? You just search for 3, tag team GXs. That would be insane. 3 Oaks. Shuffle your hand to deck. Draw 6 cards. Basically a Cynthia. 3 Twins. You may only use this card if you have more prize cards left in your opponent. Search deck for 2 cards and put them back in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So if you're down on prize cards, which you might be because you are in a setup deck, Twins can help you find whatever you want to, which is very, very cool. So playing 9 Fire, 4 Lightning, and 2 Rescue Energy. Rescue Energy has a Claw of Sand, provides a colorless energy, but if this Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack, that Pokemon is put back into your hand. So that way you can recycle your Pokemon, whatever, blase, pick up if you want to. So this is going to be the first place list. This is David Cohen's Twinboar deck, like I said. Give me a second and we'll see the Truths list and we'll see what that deck is about. Alrighty guys, so here it is. This is the second place list called The Truth. This was piloted by Ross Cawthon, playing a very, very unique deck. Now, there is a little bit of something that we need to go about, and there was actually, I think this was the year there was a rotation. Yeah, there was a rotation right before Nationals, so there was only 2 big tournaments before going to Worlds. There was Nationals, there was the U.S. Nationals, and then there was Worlds, and that's it. So, the format wasn't really defined, and it'd be really interesting to go back then to see what kind of decks we could build now with the internet and everything like that. But the night before Worlds, Ross decides to build this really unique and interesting deck, and that is The Truth. Now, there is a reason why he built the night before, and that's because Tropical Beach is in his deck. Once during each player's turn, that player may draw until he or she has 7 cards in their hand. If they do, their turn ends. Now, you might be thinking, well, why do you think they think that? Well, because the night before Worlds, Ross would actually obtain this Tropical Beach. Now, maybe he already had the deck built out. I don't know. I think the story goes that his cards fell out of his binder and he put them together. I don't know if that's a true story or it was just a meme that somebody said back in the day. But, he built this deck the night before because he has Tropical Beach in the list. So we see some familiar cards, right? We see Communication, Rare Candy, Collector, Oak, Twins. But there's a bunch of stuff. And, of course, we'll go over that. So, once again, we see, Ross has a Cleffa for the Eek. Very, very cool. But the baby Pokemon he really wants to start with is going to be Pichu. And Pichu has once again, the Pokebody, Sweet Sleeping Face. All the babies in this Pokemon, in this format, have this ability, or Pokebody, sorry. And it has the attack Playground. Each player may search his or her deck for as many base Pokemon as he or she likes, put them onto the bench, and shuffle them back into the deck. You put your Pokemon on the bench first. Pichu is now asleep. So now this is going to give you, I need to find a bunch of Pokemon. I need to find my Oddish, my Solosis. I need to find my Fanfeast. And with Pichu, you're able to do that. You're able to Playground, find all your Pokemon, get set up, And then, of course, the downside, your opponent gets to do it as well. But this is a very, very good thing to help set up. So let's go everything else throughout the deck. We got Zekrom instead of Reshiram. This is really good. I can't remember what like lightning attacker it was for. I think it was for like Thundurus. But don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. Or not Thundurus. Sorry, Tornadus. But even then, I think it was Tornadus. Because Tornadus, like CMT, was really big. No, wait, is that? No, that's after this format. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, see, there we go. My worlds are clashing together. I can't remember why Zekrom was really good. I mean, it's just really good. Like, Outrage is really cool. Beam out of it, Outrage. You could Bolt Strike. This is mainly for Outrage. Like I said, I can't remember what this is for. If you know exactly what it's for, let me know. My brain is not working right now. But still, Outrage is really strong. Being able to do 20 and the 10 more damage each damage count as Pokemon is fantastic. And we'll go over that here in a second why. Your main kind of attacker, though, it's going to be Donphan. It has the Pokebody Exoskeleton. Any damage done to Donphan by attacks is reduced by 20. It has the attack Earthquake, 60. It does 10 damage to each of your bench Pokemon, so that's pretty terrible because you're damaging your Pokemon, and it has the attack Heavy Impact. Now, even though you're damaging your Pokemon, you have this Pokemon called Reuniclus, and you see Ross is playing a 3-2-2 line. Reuniclus has the ability Damage Swapped. As often as you like, do your turn before you attack, you may move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So you kind of just manipulate the damage on the side of your board. So you can damage swap, move all the damage around whichever way you want to. You can knock out your Pokemon, you can put all the damage in Zekrom, and start doing some Outrage. So even though you're like Earthquake, you're hurting your Pokemon, you can then manipulate the damage and take knockouts with Zekrom, which is really cool. So that's why the Reuniclus is in here. We also have a 3-2-2 Vileplume line. Vileplume's going to make it where each player can't play training cards from their hand. Now, Ross going into Worlds, he knew, hey, Rare Candy is a very, very strong card right now. I'm going to play Vileplume, I'm going to shut them down, and then I'm going to just get Donphan. I'm going to make him very, unstoppable. We can move the damage off Donphan, be good to go. But what happens when you have too much damage on the floor, on the board? Well, that's where Blissey Prime comes into play. And it has a Blissful Nurse. Once during a turn, when you play Blissey from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may remove all damage counters from all your Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy attached to this Pokemon that had any damage counters on it. So this can help you clean your board of damages, which is very cool. Even with Donphan, yeah, you might discard one energy, but being able to move all the damage from a Vileplume, a Reuniclus, whatever you want to, is stupid strong. And we see Ross is also playing a Legend card as well. He is playing Suicune and Entei Legend, which is a Water and Fire. So he has a bunch of different typings here covered. He's got, Water and Fire. He's got Fighting. He's got Lightning. He has all the different things. And now with this, this is going to be kind of hard for me to read because these cards are kind of crazy, especially on TCEGO. Let me see if I can just pull it up on Cerebi or something. Give me 1 second. Let me look it up. I should have did this beforehand. Suicune and Entei Legend card. There we go. Let's go to Bubblepedia. This will be better for me to read. Okay, so here we go. So once again, it has this thing where if it gets knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards instead of 1. And it has Torrent Blade. Return. Okay, this is not the card we're using. We're not using Torrent Blade. We're using Bursting Inferno, which is the second attack here. That if any Pokemon is now burned, but it does 80 damage. So of course, to fire or water, they do 160, which knocks out the majority of Pokemon in this format. It does have Torrent Blade. Return 2 Water G attached to Suicune and Entei Legend to your hand. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon's bench Pokemon does 100 damage to that, which I guess it could be done. It needs 2 rainbows and a colorless, while Bursting Inferno needs a fire and colorless. Either way, very strong card, help you color your typings, and yeah, that's all your Pokemon. It's a very toolboxy deck, it's very complicated to play, but once you master it, you're good to go. Other cards that we haven't covered yet, it's going to be Copycat. Shuffle your hand to deck, then draw a card for each number of cards equal to your opponent's hand, because, they can't play item cards, so they're going to have a really big hand size. Sage's Training, which is there's a card coming out in the new set that's very reminding me of Sage's Training. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose any 2 cards you find there and put them in your hand. Discard the other cards. Now you might be thinking, okay, Squeaky, why is that good? Well, once it's later on in the game, you can just start discarding your Glooms. You can discard the Reunicluses, Slowses. Once again, there's really nothing to bring Pokemon on the bench. So once you get set up, you can just Sage's Training, discard the stuff you don't need, which is very cool. There's 2 Seeker. This is really good because each player returns one of his or her bench Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their hand. You return your Pokemon first. And one of my favorite things to always do is when you play this deck is if you have like a Vileplume and an Audition play, you can seek your Vileplume, play your training cards needed, then Rare Candy back into the Vileplume, which is something very cool. But also, it picks up your damaged Pokemon if you don't have the Blissey Prime ready to go. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. It's a really fun deck. I think it's one of my favorite world decks for sure to play. There's 4 DC, 4 Rainbow, 2 Fighting, and 1 Fire. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but give it a try. So today, we're going to see me and Kenny play some games. We're going to play best 2 out of 3 in this new format. So that is the big thing here. But guys, let's see what happens. It'll be our first deal, and let me know your suggestions so that when we record next week, we have, I can take them into play. But guys, thanks for watching, and let's see this match in action. Before we jump into the game as well, I'll have a link in every video to the Worlds matches down below. Every Worlds from 2011 to 2018 has been recorded, so I'll leave a link down below to that finals match where you can watch and see it actually play out. All right, let's see the match in action now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Hopefully my microphone's not crazy. I was trying to fix it, and hopefully it sounds okay. But we are playing the 2011 World decks. I have my good friend Kenny playing. He actually decided to play Twinboar. It probably is the easier out of the two, right? You either got, what is it? You got the Truth, or you got Twinboar, and definitely the Truth is the much harder deck to play, I'm pretty sure. But Kenny, he's not new, but he hasn't played in 2011. So I mean, I think he did maybe play, but he doesn't know all the cards in 2011. So that would be kind of what his learning curve is, right? The Twinboar deck is much simpler, right? The Truth, you have Sages and everything like that, so you have to know what exactly you're discarding and everything like that. So yeah, we'll draw from Mulligan. Now the difference, like I said earlier, is these decks, you can't attack turn 1, so that's the kind of unfortunate thing. So I'm gonna go Cleffa, Oddish, and Famfief right now. We'll get these 3 guys into play. Duosion has a 1 retreat cost. That's really nice. Go here, here, here. He can't attack me turn 1, but I really don't want to commit a DC to Solosis to retreat, but we might kind of have to, unfortunately. I want to commit to fighting on the Famfief for sure. Maybe we talk like a Fire Energy, we retreat to Solosis, evolve it to Duosion. We need to get the Vileplume out ASAP. That would definitely shut down Kenny's deck a lot. If you get the turn 2 Rare Candy Vileplume, you just shut down the Rare Candies. They only have 1 Pignite and 1, I guess, what is it? 1 Pignite and 1 Magneton, yeah. So get the rest from Magnemite and Cleffa. If he can, Fire Energy, retreat to Cleffa, Eek, get a new hand of 6. That'd be pretty nice. What you want to do? Got the switch, very nice. Want to go ahead and burn that. That way, when we do get the, the Vileplume line, the switch is not a dead card in your deck, right? So we see the Eek, get a new hand, and it does stay asleep. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to swing into it. And we do have the Reunaclus. Too bad Seeker can't pick up the active. It only picks up bench Pokemon. So I guess we will DCE retreat. I think that is, it's unfortunate, but I think that's what we need to do here. We'll get the Duosion down, and we will Eek as well. Now, if we do stay asleep, then we're looking really nice. Kenny can't hurt us. Cleffa has that good, sweet, sleeping face. And, so out of this hand, we got the Reunaclus, which is really nice. His Reshram's not going to be able to one-shot us, and then he needs 4 energies on a Magnet Zone to kind of knock us out. But we do got the Zekrom, the Famfief, the Reunaclus. We could bench all these and Copycat for a new hand, and we do see Collector. So he's going to put 3 more basic Pokemon in his hand. Now, this could be... Oh, he's just going to put 1. The Cleffa is asleep, so I can't really do anything. So Cleffa coming down, and we are just going to take a pass onto our turn. Very nice for us. So we do get the Reunaclus. That's pretty quick. We get the Zekrom as well. Now, we could attach in. It could be off of Famfief and Rainbow, but I don't really like that play. I'd rather attach a Rainbow energy to like a, an Entei Suicune legend. That way we can one-shot his Reshiram if it does come up. That would be pretty cool. So we could Sage and see what we hit off the Sage. If we hit Communication or Rare Candy, it would be looking really nice. We could Copycat for 5. It doesn't really get us anywhere. So let's Sage. Let's see. Okay, so we get a Twins, and that's all we're gonna really get there. It's unfortunate. Okay, so now we have this weird Rainbow Energy placement. I don't think we do anything with it. We could just sit here and pass and let Kenny take a knockout, and he can retreat. Blue, blue flare for knockout. So I'm just gonna pass right now. Maybe he'll take the take a knockout, and then we get twins, allowing us to find the rare candy, find the Vileplume. So we see communication. He's gonna get some kind of rare candy effect. Maybe he's just gonna go for okay. There we go. There's a Magneton coming out. Gonna slowly get the Magnezone Prime in play. Does he have a Fire Energy? No, just an Eek. That is unfortunate, but I mean, we can copycat this turn if we want to go that way. Let's see. So heads, it does wake back up. On to our turn, we find ourselves a Rainbow Energy. You know what? I think it's time we just go Fanfy. We go Rainbow, and we just copycat, and we just see what we get here. Do we get the Rare Candy Vileplume? I think that'd be really, really nice. We missed one, but we did not get the... we hit one, but not the other. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Eek. Unfortunately, it's not a hand we really want to see. I mean, we did have the Sage and Vileplume, so maybe we could hit it next turn. And we do, once again, man, we're missing just pieces of the puzzle. We got the Rare Candy, but we don't have the other part. That's unfortunate. And be on to Kenny to see what he does. There's a communication. He's got the... Okay, put the Inborn in the deck. If we could shut down, not getting Inborn, that'd be really nice. Not having the Inferno Fandango would be really cool. So there's a Magnezone with a Magnetic Draw. Let him have up to 6 cards in his hand. So there's his Magnetic Draw come down. How many Oaks has he played? He hasn't not played a single Oaks yet. There's a Fire Energy 2, the Reshiram. Looks like we might see a Blue Flare. There's a Magnetic Draw for 2. Okay. Does he find the Rare Candy Inborn? Nope. Just going to see Eek here. It's going to be up to Sages here. Will Sages find us, communication of Vileplume. Okay, so there's the twins. So we'll Sage. And, okay, so we'll go, communication. No, we don't need communication. Oh, we might need communication so we can start swinging. The Cleffa will get knocked out, which is pretty nice. And then we can do some damage on the field. So let's go with this and this. Yes, that way we can attack this turn. It's kind of bad discarding a Rainbow, but you know what? It is what it is. So yeah, we're going to just chunk that stuff away. We will communicate a Pichu in the deck. We'll grab ourselves. I don't like going early Donphan, but sometimes you got to go for it. So we'll go Donphan. We'll go Rare Candy Vileplume. Now here's the interesting thing. I think we go like Rainbow on the Fanfy, bring that up, and then we can maybe like use a heavy impact later on. So let's just retreat. Let's just go for Earthquake for the knockout. Go ahead, take the quick lead. I think this is a very good thing in this matchup, right? So we got out of 5 prize cards. There's the other Donphan, very nice. It will help us reduce that Exoskeleton, and we see the other Cleffa coming up from Kenny. So if you're the Twinboar player, you don't want this happening, right? You don't want your opponent to get set up for quickly. This Twins, I mean, it can maybe find him the Pignite if it's in his deck. If the Pignite is not in his deck, then you got to think Kenny is in trouble. He said this might be a quick game 1. So there's the RDL coming down. There's a Lightning to the RDL. Now RDL cannot one-shot us. It can only do 100 damage with that Ozone Bust. 150, sorry. Actually thought it was... Okay, well. A little different than I thought. Okay, so there's 100 damage coming down from Blue Flare. Looks like his Pignite might be prized. Okay, so put this down. Let's go ahead and do some damage swapping from Reuniclus. Let's move here, 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 here. We're just gonna move the damage off the Donphan. We got the Reuniclus damage swapping, just moving out the damage right now. We'll figure out the other damage later on. Press done. Pretty nice there. And let's go ahead and go for an Earthquake now. The problem is he can hit back for maybe an Outrage. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We need to move the damage off the Cleffa as well. We need to man, I kind of want him to take a knockout. So that way we can maybe find the Blissey and heal the damage. So there's an Outrage for 60. Okay, so on our turn we will. Okay, there's good. There's a good card. We'll get an Oak. Get a new hand here. Let's see, what do we find? Well, that's not what we want to see. Now, I think that the game plan is definitely still just like damage swap. We're just going to move the damage off this guy. No matter what, if we swing here, he would do 140. So maybe we just put all the damage on the active, and then he just outrage no matter what. So let's get as much HP on this guy as possible. There's 9, 10, and 11. Alright, so we're not going to take a knockout. We're going to press done. Because no matter what, if we swing, he can do 140. Yeah, right? 120 plus 20 is 140, which is enough for the knockout. So yeah, let's go ahead and Earthquake. Go ahead and swing there. I think that's probably the best play. I didn't attach energy this turn. That definitely misplayed my part. Definitely should have attached like a Rainbow or DCE or something. Because right now, we're going to set up the... let's see, this guy can do 140. No, he has 140 HP, which means we can't one-shot it, unfortunately. It is weak to Psychic. We'll see a knockout. We'll be able to use Twins this turn. So 120. No matter what, he was going to one-shot us. So I think that's the correct play there. So yeah, we'll send the Cleffa on our turn. We get a Vileplume. Oh, we can't Twins because Twins is not teammates, Josh. Duh. Okay, so let's see here. So if he goes to RDL, he'll knock out my Donphan, and that'd be unfortunate. How do we want to tackle this guy? How do we want to tackle the RDL, right? I think the game plan is definitely just like... I hate that this Donphan has 2 energies committed to it right now. Do we play another Zekrom? I think we do. I can't remember. There's only 1 Zekrom in here. There's 2 Zekroms. Okay, so I think we go, we damage swap. Move the damage off here to the Donphan. No matter what, the Zekrom is going to be knocked out, but I want to keep the damage on the field, right? So we'll do this. We'll put it DCE, retreat, outrage for knockout. Okay, he won't be able to swing anyway with this guy. He needs so many energies. So I think that's probably the right play no matter what. There's another DCE. We can then, outrage, maybe, knock out the Cleffa somehow. I think this is a better way. Because no matter what, he needs Pignite, right? He can Inferno Fandango. If the Pignite's prized, then he's in trouble. He can't really attack us this game. So I think we're fine here. There's a Rescue Energy going to the RDL, which, does that even... Yellow has color, so I mean, it brings the RDL back to his hand, sure, but it's really not going to get him anywhere. So there's our Anti-Suicune Legend, which we can't really use right now. So I think we just move, damage swap 1 energy here to here. Press done. And then we just outrage for knockout. Because this RDL is still not even close to being knocked the swing yet. He needs 2 more fire energies, if I read that correctly. Wait, no, he needs 1 fire energy. But then he'll discard all fire energy. Our Donphan can swing twice. Once again, we're not attaching energies. I don't know why we're not doing that. Ozo Buster will take a knockout. He will go down to 3 prize cards. But, yeah, he won't be able to swing really next turn. So it goes down to 3. We'll sit at the Cleffa. Okay. We get a Oddish. Not what we want to see. But, I mean, we could put an energy... Let's go put down Oddish. Do we commit the other energy and just start hitting for 90s? I don't think that's a bad idea. So put this here. He can't swing this turn no matter what. Yeah, no matter what, he can't swing. So I'm just going to retreat into here. I'm not missing anything. No, he can't swing no matter what. So we're going to heavy impact just for 90. We can try to 2-shot this thing. He can attach energy retreat. That's pretty much it. We'll get a Gloom and then a Vileplume out. I think that's good. I don't know if I got the Oddish just now. But yeah, we heavy impact for knockout. There we see a Lightning onto the Magna Zone. We see a Pignite coming out. So he did find the Pignite on the prize cards. Very nice from opponent. Pichu. So we'll go Gloom. We will damage swap let's go ahead and move the damage off this guy. Make it a little bit harder for his Magnezone to take a knockout. I'm going to force him to have at least 4 energies next turn to one-shot us. So there we go. Just keep on moving the damage. Move the damage here. You know what we could do is we could knock out the Cleffa. I think I'm still gonna wait though. We could knock out the Cleffa, but our other Donphins in there, so that's really not gonna work. We could go into Suicune, but even then, I don't think it's a big of a deal. I think right now taking the double knockout is definitely the best play we have right now. So I'll hit Impact for the knockout. We take 2 prize cards, going down to 1. The RDL does get back into his hand. That's okay. I think there is a Duosion. Maybe still should have put down the Anti-Suicune Legend. We did find a Seeker. Okay. So he needs, he needs Inferno and 4 energies. If not, the Heavy Impact will just take a knockout. So there's a Fire Energy there. They receive the RDL coming online. Okay. Lost Burn. Yeah, so not gonna, he probably just has a dead hand. I mean, he can maybe retreat, but right now the Heavy Impact will take the game. And we'll take game number 1. So 180 damage, taking a knockout on the Magnezone. No, the other Zekrom was prized anyway. Alright, so on to game number 2. The quick, the very, very quick, I guess, the quick Vileplume definitely hurt my opponents. He said, I'll be in the play. What does that mean? I guess he wants to go first? Let's see. I'm asking, I said, do you want to go first? So let's see. He said, let's hope I don't prize Inboard this time. I think he means, I hope I don't prize Pignite this time. Maybe he prized both his Inboards. I'm not sure. But I sent him a response. I'm just waiting for him to respond. Let's see. He's sending another message here. But I mean, we had it. Like we got what we needed, right? We got the quick Rare Kitty Vileplume. We were able to shut down his deck, making it where he can evolve. I think he meant. I mean, there's no way he priced. I mean, maybe he did price double Inboard and Pignite. That'd be pretty insane. Let's see here. Did you get my request? Let me text him real quick. Did you get my request? Question mark. So let's see if he responds here, if he's got the request or not. But all this week and next week, like I said, we'll be playing World decks. We'll be playing the rematches, see how the decks kind of go out. Now, remember, David was the one who actually won this. But I think, okay, he said did not get it. So let's send it one more time. The truth will set you free. All right, the truth is out there, actually. That is what it means. Okay, so I'm sending another request. There we go. All right, so he is going to go first. So if I win the coin flip, we're letting him go first. Playing best 2 out of 3 rolls. Chicken Strip is calling the coin flip. So, we won the coin flip. Would you like to go first? No. So my opponent is going to go first. There we go. Making sure to click the right thing. So we start the 1 of Tropical Beach. The deck plays 1 Tropical Beach, and so we didn't really see it in the first game. I guess, this was the first year that Tropical Beach did come out, and now that I remember that, Worlds 2011 and then Worlds 2012, Ross did make this very unique deck thanks to Tropical Beach. So Fire Energy pass, wow, that's not what you want to see, but my hand is Sages, so that's not good either. So we'll go, it's pretty bad as well, right? Oh man, I really like a lot of the stuff, but I think I think this is what we need. I mean, we are going to discard the Entei and Blissey Prime. My goodness, that's not what we want to see, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I think that's probably the correct play there. Attach that there. Retreat into the Pichu. We will go ahead and use that Playground. I will let my opponent search for his cards as well, but I think us getting out, the Donphan, we're going to get out, probably the Zekrom and then an Oddish. Really can't go for the Entei Suicune anymore. So we'll go for these 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's probably the best play right there. Okay. And we got the Donphan, so we'll be able to swing next turn. And if he doesn't evolve this this Tepig, we'll be able to take a knockout with this Earthquake, which is very, very, very strong. Now, I don't think with Playground he could find like the RDL that easily. So there's Tepig, Reshiram, Cleffa. Got everything he wants. I got everything I want, so we're good to go. I did, however, stay asleep. Oh, you know what I needed to get, guys? I meant to get Cleffa. I don't know if Cleffa was in the deck or not. Definitely needed that card really bad, and oh well. Net there. Ekin, we're Ekin. I mean, does he stay awake or asleep? That's the question, right? So, okay, so heads, I wake up. Tails, he stays asleep. Alright, so in our turn, so we can't attack this turn like I want to, so go with that. That's fine. We'll attach a rainbow here. We'll get the Tropical Beach, and let's go to the beach. Alright, so this hand is actually really good because we can communicate the Gloom for Solosis, Rare Candy the Vileplume, and so this would be his only turn to really get that, you know, I play a Rare Candy turn, right? So let's see, there is a Fire Energy to the Reshiram, okay. Now, the only downside attached to this guy is, you know, we attach another rainbow. This Reshiram will be able to talk us out next turn. So Collector probably means he has communication. No, he's actually just thinning his hand out so he can beach. That's what he's doing. But once again, oh my goodness, we have the Duosion already in our hand. We got this. We could communicate the Vileplume and get back the Vileplume. Okay. A little trick you can do there. So, Rare Candy into Vileplume. We'll put a DC on the Zekrom. And let's go to the beach as well. We'll go partying at the beach. There we go. Alright, so I mean, man, if only we had the other Suikunete was not discarded, we'd be looking in really good shape. But I think we're still looking fine here. I mean, we got a Seeker, which would be really cool to pick up one of the Vileplumes, which gets heavy amount of damage. And so we're just going to see an Eek from Kenny. I mean, we slowed him down so bad. Like, I really do think that, like, Ross had the advantage. But unfortunately, you know, stuff happens, right? Do we oak or do we just hold this hand? I think we just like retreat. We can just like damage swap the 10 from here to here. Press done. And then we'll go for the Earthquake to get a knock on the Cleffa since it did stay asleep. So let's go for, yeah, let's just go for that. Let's hit everybody for some damage. Okay, we'll go down to 5 prize cards. We find a Twins. Okay, there goes Reshiram. Now, the good thing about this is pretty much nothing. He will eventually knock out the Donphan. Like, there's nothing I can really do there, right? So, Outrage does no damage because we have the Exoskeleton. Okay. I think I really just want to go for another Earthquake here. Alright, we'll just start spreading the damage. If he takes a knockout, which he can't really right now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have enough to do damage with the Zekrom, and then another Outrage there for 60. I think no matter what, we kind of just like, you know, let's damage swap 10 to here. Press done. And just go for an Earthquake. And the next turn, you know, the Zekrom could swing for 20 for the knockout. He said, I bricked hard. Yep, he did. But, I mean, did he brick or did Vileplume come into play really quickly? This was a very good game to see, like, Tropical Beach, Beachin, you know. And like I said, even though David won with this deck, I think Ross does have the advantage. But I could be wrong. But Kenny didn't find those Magnezones or Magnemites, anything like that. So go ahead and put the Zekrom down. We'll attach our Fire Energy to it. We'll go ahead and damage swap. Move the 4 damage here. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, press done. We will retreat. And we will outrage the Reshiram for knockout. There we go. So we got out of 4 prize cards. We do have Seeker as well. We can pick up one of our damage Pokemon if we want to. We can also, at any point, just move the damage up to the active. We could see a Thunder Shark here. That might be the best play from Kenny. Unless, yep, nope. Just going to Magnetic Switch. Okay, so we just need to move 3 up to the active. So this is a great thing about the damage swap. Just be able to kind of manipulate the damage you have on each side of the field, right? 1, 2, and 3. Do I need to play any cards right now? No. Maybe we could Sage. So let's go ahead and Sage. We'll send our deck down. We'll grab the DCE Twins. Let's see. We'll attach the DC to Zekrom, and we'll Outrage for the knockouts. Okay, so I mean, we pretty much like sealed this game up. Like, we have enough damage on the board. Like I said, Zekrom can take knockouts on pretty much whoever wants to. The only thing that could maybe stop us if he does get a Magnet Zone out, we can't one-shot that. But there comes the RDL, Lightning, Magnetic Switch. I mean, who does he send up here? I guess the Tepig, yeah. So we'll go ahead and damage swap, move here to here. Just kind of unfortunate game for Kenny. Like I said, we were able to find those quick Vileplume. That quick Vileplume pretty much destroyed Kenny setting up. So there's a Seeker. Once again, double Seeker, double Twins, Oaks. I mean, we have pretty much everything we need in the hand. Yeah, so there's another Tepig coming down. We'll see a Fire Energy to the Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. Magnetic Switch. Who does he even switch into? What? The Tepig? Sure. He's going to take 1 knockout on our Zekrom, most likely. But then... No, he's not going to be taking a knockout at this guy. We're going out of 1 prize card. There's our Cleffa. So the Cleffa was prized when we did that early Playground. So, yeah. Yeah, on to our turn, and we will just Outrage for the knockout and for the game. So that's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it does happen when you're playing a Vileplume deck, Vileplume against a Stage 2 deck. But thank you, Kenny, for playing. Like I said, I really do think, you know, Ross has the advantage in this matchup, but I can't recall seeing the finals video. It might have been a little bit different as well. If, you know, Kenny could attack turn 1, that's also the big question of what if. Could he have, you know, maybe done some kind of, you know, eek play or something, but who knows. But guys, there we go. This is day number 1 of playing World decks. I know this one's not exciting because, you know, it's Vileplume versus Stage 2, and I was able to get Vileplume out pretty quickly both games. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something new. Go play these World decks if you can. You can always, these are also you can just buy these decks if you can. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for Kenny for participating. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.